Hi, I'm CabbageMechanic, and I'm here with Mike from the Can-Am RC Tank Club. This is where the real tank battles are happening at the Aquino Tank Fest here in Oshawa, Canada. We're having a great time out here. Thanks for inviting us. And what can you tell me about all these?
So the Can-Am RC Tank Club started about 10 years ago with a bunch of guys that wanted to basically play with armor but couldn't afford the real thing.
Imagine
obviously.
that, right?
Yeah. And shooting at each other with real guns kind of is, well, it's kind of detrimental to what you're playing with. So
it's hard to do that with friends.
Yeah. So what it is we started getting into infrared battles. There's been a battle system designed years and years ago.
Is that these sensors here?
So yeah, so what they are is in the infrared battles, most of these started as an airsoft tank. To shoot the little plastic pellets, and they've been converted to IR battles. So we have infrared emitters, just like an old TV remote. And then you have receivers and hit locations on it. So, and all the electronics have been updated to be able to fight these infrared battles. And so as you can see back here, we have a whole little demonstration here at Aquino Tank Fest because, well, we're tankers.
All right.
Tankers at heart. So we love this sort of thing.
You have an amazing battlefield here. I see you have a whole scale battlefield with buildings and trees, and you got it special mowed down just for the the tanks?
Well, definitely, because if there's anything the tanks don't like here, it's really long grass.
Well, it looks like a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. I'm going to guarantee that we're going to invite you guys out here after to play a little bit, but the idea is this is the actual RC tank stuff is really common in Europe. There's a few places in the States, and this is probably one of the biggest ones in Canada for us. And we're fortunate. This, I believe, is our 4th or 5th year here at Aquino. So it's excellent time for us to get out and show people just how much fun we're having here.
We love a real battle going on in the background.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, we can go through any type of tanks that we can basically get our hands on to the point where we can even customize them to whatever we want. Down here, we have one of our members actually 3D printed a T-35A.
Oh, wow.
So it's completely remote control setup for this. It's completely RC, IR, so our infrared battle system, the whole works. And like I said, it's a fun thing to do. You do have to be a little bit technical, unfortunately.
Yeah, so these are kit. You assemble the kit, right? And you have to paint it.
Well, I don't do the painting. I have other people do the painting.
You have a professional. Yeah, that's good. I would rely on a professional for that, too.
I hear gunfire in the back.
Just a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Is that from the RC tanks?
No, not quite.
Oh, They don't have that. They don't have effects that good.
No, like I said, honestly, I've been a World Tank player for about 8 years now, so It's good for me as well. It's actually what got me into the RC tank side to start with. I actually go figure that one out. But yeah, no, you can start it with any type of things you want. Like you get down to something like this one here. Started as a nice cheap little tank. It has a fair amount of detail on it, but it's fairly light. Only weighs about 5 or 6 pounds, so it's not that heavy.
Oh yeah.
And then you can get into, and then if you want to get into the real steel style of it, you get into one of these ones, and now you're into almost like 18 pounds when this thing's fully done up. So, but again, the heavier it is, the more robust it looks. Real. You got the nice track sag going on, so the realism starts coming out when you get heavier. But then the drivetrain needs to be beefed up and beefed up.
Right.
So it's that thing of how do you want to run it. But no, the RC tanks are a lot of fun. We have kids of all ages doing this stuff as well. So we got seniors doing it. We got kids that are like 11 years old doing this as well.
So just like World of Tanks, as you can have fun with the whole family. You can have your grandpa, dad, and your son all playing the game together, or your daughter.
Me and my 2 sons all play World of Tanks, so they're nowhere near as good as me, and they're awful twitchy, and they've turned blue more often than I can count. So.
Well, we won't hold that against them.
No, they're young. They don't know how to aim yet. So, mind you, I'm not that great a player either. I'm an average player.
How about on the remote control tanks? Do you have a friendly fire instance with those?
Oh, yes. All the time. There's friendly fire on this thing. Because it's an infrared battle, it's not really what you would call laser accurate. So it's more like a shotgun effect.
Okay.
So if you got 2 tanks nearby, you could shoot 2 for 1. So maybe you got a KV2 effectively, an area affecting them. Who knows? So
I've noticed the level of detail on the battlefield is incredible too. I saw some smoke coming out from one of the tanks earlier.
Some of the tanks you get the realism in it. You can have guys that have smoker units in it. So as they accelerate, you get more smoke coming out of it, just like the real tank. So you can get to whatever level of realism and detail you want in these things. Like I said, we have modelers and we have the guys who build them. I'm a builder. I build the stuff. I do the electronic side of it. I get other guys to paint the stuff and detail the stuff for me because
it does look.
Well, that's just it. Like this one here is actually my son. I built this one up for my son, and then I had one of our other members paint it for him. It's not period right, but it's actually the paint job is correct for the wrong tank, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, it looks good.
No,
And that's the most important part, is to have the best looking RC tank.
To me, it's as much fun as you have,
Okay.
or the best looking. But I agree, good looking is good looking.
Sometimes being the best looking is the most fun.
I wouldn't know that. I'm nowhere near there. No, but like I said, we do this. It's lots of fun. We actually have 2 fields locally within about an hour of each other. So it's not bad. This is in Oshawa. We're about an hour west of here is our one field, and then another hour west of that is our main field. So,
all right.
But as you said how nice this detail is. This is all basically haphazardly put together. The other 2 are dedicated fields where we have running water, rivers. You can lose tanks in a river.
Oh, no.
And it has been done, running off bridges, stuff like that. So yes, you can do that launch off the bridge type thing, and we don't recommend it. So
I would try that. Now, can you destroy an enemy RC tank by landing your tank on top of it?
You get penalized. If you do that here, every time you ram or hit someone else's tank, it's a $2 fee.
Oh, okay.
So this is how we generate.
All right, so
this is how we generate the extra money to do this stuff.
I guess when the tanks aren't digital, you have some material concerns.
Well, and again, when you get to guys who are really high detail, they don't like it when you run into the tank because stuff breaks.
Right. Well, yeah, with a paint job as nice as this, let's shoot with the lasers at each other.
Yeah,
leave the paint jobs alone.
Definitely.
All right.
No, but it's great because, like I said, we get kids of all ages. We got any tank that we can physically get our hands on, and we have guys who physically will make other tanks. So an example, there's a model kit place that does it out of resin, and the guy actually made a mouse or a moss, however you want to call it.
Awesome.
And he RC'd it. And he's played it around. He sold it around. He got himself a T95.
Wow.
But he doesn't play World of Tanks, so every time my oldest son keeps saying, it's a Doom Turtle, it's like, no. He's going, it's not Doom, it's a T95.
I imagine it'd be at a bit of a disadvantage here since the larger size get hit by the laser.
It's not really the size, it's a matter of where your angles are on the receivers and such and that. And like most World of Tank stuff, they're really that high-end tank destroyers. The front armor on those things is ridiculous.
Right.
And so what we actually have in this thing is specific things where you actually can't penetrate the front armor.
So
you have to flank stuff.
You've got some real tank battle elements going on here. It's not just point the laser and click.
Well, there's a lot of that anyway.
Right. We're trying to get the side.
That's right.
The side, yeah. So does it get fiercely competitive? Do you guys
I wouldn't say
get frustrated about it?
Frustrated only when you keep breaking or you keep missing. We'll get a lot of things where it's going, I know I hit him. Why isn't it going off? I know I hit him. And is that because something burnt out?
So just like World of Tanks.
Yep, just like World of Tanks. I know I hit him.
Is there a 2 key you can press?
Jesus did it to me again. You know?
That sounds great. It sounds like you guys have a great time, and I'm really jealous. I want to get into this. I don't know if I have time or money.
Well, we're going to hopefully get you into this thing a little bit to give you a few minutes to try this out. So.
All right.
And we hope that all the other guys here, like all your community contributors as well, like I believe you have Tragic Losses here as well, so I hope that she comes out. And I don't know if Sophie's still here or not, or have them come on out whenever they get a time and run a tank or two. So
thanks for inviting us. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having us out here at Aquino and for sponsoring this thing, because you know what? This is an awesome display of living armor that's all running.
It really is.
And that's the thing. Is, I don't think you can beat this amount of armor.
You can't. So I've been around. You can't.
No, thank you very much for coming out. It's a pleasure to see you guys.
Pleasure to see you.